Hello everyone, this is video number 20 and in this video we will continue with the exercise 3.6 and in this exercise there are only second question remaining, but in second question there are total 3 parts, so this is the first part of second question. So let's start with first part of second question. Ritu can row downstream in 20 km in 2 hours. Once again, Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours and upstream 4 km in 2 hours. Find her speed of rowing in still water and the speed of current. Current, it means flowing water. So once again, Ritu can row downstream. Downstream, it means rowing with the flow of water, and upstream it means rowing against the flow of water. So with the flow of water she can travel 20 km in 2 hours, but against the flow of water she travel only 4 km in 2 hours. So find her speed. So in place of her we can write Ritu's speed. Ritu's speed of rowing in still water, we suppose x kilometer, and the speed of current it means flowing of water, speed of current which is suppose y. So let Ritu's speed of rowing in still water be x km per hour and speed of current be suppose y km per hour. Then speed in downstream. Downstream, it means she is rowing with the flow of water. So in this case Ritu's speed in still water, which is x, plus the still of the speed of water it means current, both will be added, so it will be x plus y km per hour. In this case she traveled total 20 km and time is only 2 hours. But speed in upstream it means against the flow of water. Against the flow of water, the speed of water will be minus here, so speed of Ritu's, which is in still water, that is x, and this is the speed of water, which is y, so it will be minus here because she has to she is rowing against the flow of water, so it will be only x minus y km per hour. In this case she travel only 4 km in 2 hours. So since we know that speed is equal to distance upon time, so in downstream speed is x plus y, distance is 20 and time is 2. So speed, which is x plus y, distance 20 and time, that is 2. 20 divided by 2, it means only 10. So our first equation is x plus y is equal to 10. Very simple equation. In upstream the speed is x minus y, distance is only 4 and time is 2 hours. So this is the speed, x minus y, distance 4 and time is 2. 4 divided by 2, it means only 2. So our second equation is x minus y is equal to 2. Observe these two equations here, plus y and that is minus y. So on addition, plus y and minus y cancel out. So by 1 plus 2. Here plus y and minus y cancel out. X plus x, 2x. 12 plus 2, that is 12. 2x is equal to 12. So x is equal to 12 by 2. 12 by 2, it means only 6. This is the speed of rowing in still water of Ritu's. Now put this value in equation number 1. So equation number 1 is x plus y is equal to 10. In place of x write 6 and 6 transfer into right side. So y is equal to 10 minus 6. 10 minus 6, that is 4. 4, it means this is the speed of current. So in place of let, write hence. So hence Ritu's speed of rowing in still water, which is 6 km per hour, and speed of current, which is 4 km per hour. Now second part of second question. 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in only 3 days. Find the time taken by one woman alone to finish the work and also that taken by one man alone. So we will start from here. The time taken by one woman alone to finish the work, which is suppose X day. So once again, let's see here solution number. Let time taken by one woman alone to finish the work be X day, and time taken by one man alone to finish the work be Y day. Since a woman can finish the work in X day, so work of one woman in one day, which is only 1 upon X part. Let's see here. Suppose this is the work which is completed in 4 days. So in one day, it will be only 1 upon 4th part of the work will be done. So same as if she finished the work in X day, so work done in one day, which is only 1 upon X part. Same as a man can finish this work in Y day. So in one day, the work done by a man, which is only 1 upon Y part. Now, case first. 2 women and 5 men. Let's see here. 2 women and 5 men can finish the embroidery work in 4 days. So 2 women, since one woman can work in one day, which is only 1 upon X. So there are 2 women. So 2 into 1 by X, it means work done by 2 women, which is 2 by X, and 5 men. The work done by one man in one day, which is 1 upon Y. So there are total 5 men. So work done by this 5 men in one day, which is 5 upon Y. 5 into 1 upon Y, it means 5 upon Y. So this is the work done by this 2 women, and this is the work done by 5 men in one day, and the total work, these are the total work, which is only 1 by 4, which is 1 by 4 because they can, 2 men and 5 men, they can finish this work in 4 days. So in one day, the work done is only 1/4, because this is the 2 by 4, this is the work done by 2 women, 5 on 5, this is the work done of 5 men. So it is total work which is completed in 4 days. So in one day, the work done, which is only 1/4 part. So it is 1 by 4. Now second case, 3 women and 6 men work in one day. Since one woman can work, which is 1 by X, so 3 women, it means 3 into 1 by X, that is 3 by X. One man can work in one day, which is only 1 upon Y part. So there are total 6 men. So 6 into 1 upon Y, that is 6 upon Y part, 6 upon Y. So this is the work done by 3 women, and this is the work done by 6 men, and this total work done by 3 plus 6, total 9 persons in one day, and they can finish this work in 3 days. So in one day, their work, it will be only 1 upon 3 part, or only 1/3 part. Now 1 by X is equal to suppose P, and 1 upon Y is equal to suppose Q. So our equation will be, this is 2P plus 5Q, and that is only 1 by 4. 2P plus 5Q is equal to 1 by 4, equation number 1. And second equation, 3P plus 6Q equal to 1 by 3. 3P plus 6Q is equal to 1 by 3, equation number 2. Now equation number 1 multiplied by this 3, and second equation which is multiplied by this 2. So 3 into 2, 6P, 3 into 5, 15Q, 3 into 1/4, it means 3 by 4, 2 into 3, it means 6P, 2 into 6, that is 12Q, and 2 into 1 by 3, that is 2 by 3. Change the sign, because here 6P both are same sign. So subtract second equation from 1. 6P cancel out. 15 minus 12, that is only 3Q. Here 3/4, 3 by 4 minus 2 by 3, 3 by 4 minus 2 by 3. Here LCM of 4 and 3, that is 12. Now this 12 divided by 4, so 4 3s are 12, 3 into 3, that is 9. Now this LCM divided by this 3, so 3 4s are 12, 4 into 2, that is 8. 9 minus 8 only 1. 3q is equal to 1 by 12, it means q is equal to 1 by 36. 3 transferred to right side, so 1 by 12 into 3, so it will be 12 into 3, that is 36. So q is equal to 1 by 36. Put this value in equation number second. So second equation is 3p plus 6q is equal to 1 by 3. In place of q write 1 by 36. So 6 and 36 cancel out, only 1 by 6 remaining. When 1 by 6 transferred to right side, so it will be negative. Now LCM of 3 and 6. LCM of 3 and 6, which is only 6. So this 6 divided by 2, you will get 2. 2 into 1, this is 2. Now 6 divided by 6, you will get 1. 1 into 1, that is 1. 2 minus 1, once again 1. Now 3p is equal to 1 by 6. So p is equal to 1 by 18. Now p is equal to 1 by 18 and q is equal to 1 by 36, but p is 1 by x and q is 1 upon y. So taking reciprocal, so x is equal to 18 and y is equal to 36. X is equal to 18, it means time taken by one woman alone, which is 18 days, and time taken by one man alone, which is 36 days. Now this is the last question of exercise. So this is third part of second question. Rui travels 300 km to her home, partly by train and partly by bus. She takes 4 hours. If she travel 60 km by train and remaining by bus, but if she travel 100 km by train and remaining by bus, she takes 10 minutes longer. Find the speed of train and bus separately. So we will start from here. Let speed of train be x km per hour and speed of bus be y km per hour. Then let's see in this figure. From A to B, this is total 300 km. Since she travel, first case, she travels 60 km by train and remaining by bus. This is 60 km by train and remaining, it means 300 minus 60, it means 240 km by bus. In speed of train, which is x km, and speed of bus, which is y km. Since we know that speed is equal to distance upon time, so therefore time, both are interchanged. So time is equal to distance upon speed. So here time is 4 hours. So distance which is 60 and this is x. So time taken by this train, which is 60 upon x. 60 means distance upon speed. So it is the time taken by train, plus time taken by bus, which is distance upon speed. Distance which is 240 km and y which is speed. So 240 upon y. This is the time taken by bus. So total time which is 4 hours. Give equation number 1. Second case. If she travel 100 km by train and remaining by bus, remaining it means 300 minus 100, that is 200 km by bus, then she take 10 minutes longer. So once again, time is equal to distance upon speed. So here 100 upon x, 100 km divided by this speed x, 100 upon x. So this is the time taken by train, and 200 divided by y, this is the time taken by bus. So total time which is 4 hours plus 10 minutes. 10 minutes means 1 by 6 hours. Let's see here, 10 minutes. So 10 divided by 60, 1 0 cancel out, only 1 upon 6 hours. So 4 plus 1 by 6, so 6 into 4, 24 plus 1, that is 25 upon 6. Equation number second. Now let 1 upon x is equal to p and 1 upon y is equal to q. So here 1 upon x is equal to p, it means 60p plus 240q is equal to 4. 60p plus 240q is equal to 4. Equation number 1 dash. And second, 100 upon x, so it will be 100p plus 200q, 100p plus 200q, and right side as it is 25 upon 6. Equation number 2 dash. Now equation number 2 dash multiplied by 60, and this is 1 dash multiplied by 100. So here 1 0 is cancelled out, only 10 and 6 remaining. So first equation multiplied by 10 and second multiplied by 6. So 10 into 60, that is 600 P. 10 into 240, it means 2400 Q. And 10 into 4, that is 40. Now 6 into 100, that is 600 P. 6 into 200, it means 1200 Q. And here 6 cancel out, only 25 remaining. Let's see here, 25 by 6 into 6, so 6 cancel out, only 25 remaining. Subtract these two equations to each other. So 600 P cancel out. This is minus, so 2400 minus 1200, it means only 1200 remaining, 1200 Q. And 40 minus 25, it means only 15. So Q is equal to 15 upon 1200. So 15 adds a 120, so only 1 by 80 remaining. So Q is equal to 1 by 80. Put this value in equation number 1 dash. So 60P plus 240Q is equal to 4. In place of Q, write 1 by 80. 1 0 cancel out. 8 3 is 24. Now 3 transfer into right side. So it will be 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3, that is 1. So P is equal to 1 by 60. Since P is 1 by 60 and Q is 1 by 80, but P is 1 by X and Q is 1 upon Y, taking reciprocal, so X is equal to 60 and Y is equal to 80. X, which is the speed of train, so speed of train is 60, and Y, which is the speed of bus, so speed of bus is 80 km per hour. Hence complete the exercise 3.6. And once again, if you have any doubt, so watch this video again and again. Thank you.